Hi guys, welcome to this video of the new Dapol O Gauge Pannier tank. This is the 57XX running number 5717, and as you can see it's in BR black with the early crest. I'm going to tackle a full-on review of this locomotive and there is a lot to cover, so sit back and enjoy. So like I said on the intro, this is the 57XX class pannier tank from Dapol. It only came out a couple of days ago, and as soon as I got the email to say that it come into stock, I clicked that buy button, and it was very speedy. It arrived yesterday, it arrived Saturday rather, and I thought I've got to get it out, got to get it on show, and the plan was to try and run it today, but it's absolutely pouring down the rain and I've got a garden railway, so that's not going to happen today. So like I say, yeah, this is the 57XX class. A couple of weeks ago they released the 67XX class. This one is the earlier variant. It's got the different cab. As you can see, it's quite a square looking cab. I don't know if that helps. It's a lower cab and it's more square. The other versions have got higher cabs, different windows, but this is the condition that the locomotive would have been built in. They were introduced in 1929 and the 8750 class followed 4 years later. This model, as you can see on the box, I don't know if you can read that on the side, it says 57XX class or 8750. So they come in the same box, they're pretty much the same loco, they've just got a different cab. The 67XX has got the auto train equipment fitted. I should have bought that one, but that one was more expensive, and this one was the cheaper alternative, so I went for that one. They were constructed all the way up till 1950, pretty much non-stop, with a total of 863 being built. 6700 to 6779 were only fitted with steam brakes and 3-link couplings for shunting purposes. From number 8750, top feed was fitted to the boiler and a new styled cab with rounded roof, rectangular windows and hinge doors. So, like I said, fitted to the earlier 57XX class with the cab handrails, was now repositioned on the cab side sheet. I'm just quickly reading off the little information sheet that came with the locomotive. They were distributed all over the Great Western network and could be found on many duties, including branch line, passenger, pickup, freight and shunting. So I've just picked out the little snippets out of that, but I think pretty much everyone knows about a pannier. If you've never seen one, then where have you been? Yeah, this is it's one of the most common locomotives that the Great Western built. It's probably one of the most favourite as well. It was only a little engine, like it was for shunting, working in yards. It was used for hauling trains, not massive expresses, not like the bigger engines. They were used for the auto train, which is when they had the auto coach fitted and they could work push-pull with that coach, and they could operate when the engine was pushing the coach. They could operate from the front and apply the brakes from actually in the coach. I will do a video of the auto coach. I'll do a full review and a running video of these two together, but I can't do that today as the weather's not great. So I think what we need to do is start having a look around the model, and there is a lot to look at. So if we look from the front, and I'll put a bit of light over the top, you can see all the detail straight away. You can see all the rivets on the buffer beam, you can see the lamp hooks. Obviously this is the BR version, so it's got the running number on the front, 5717 on the smoke box. The Great Western Green, they didn't have the number, they had it painted on the buffer beam. Sprung buffers, all round, all 4 buffers are sprung. You've got the 3-link coupling on the bottom, you've got the extra detail which is already fitted. It's factory fitted. You can see the handrail above the smoke box door. This is it's separately applied. It sticks away, so I don't know if you can see. It sticks out. See, there you go. It sticks out from the loco, and that runs all the way down the sides of the tanks. The attention to detail is absolutely brilliant on this. If we turn to the side, you can see we've actually got a raised, it's plastic, but it's a raised plate that's supposed to replicate the brass plate that the Great Western fitted. Now if you look down the side, there's a lot of detail. If I pull it close, I don't know if that, hopefully that works. So where do I start? Well, we'll start from the bottom up, I suppose. You can actually see, I don't know if you can on the camera, if I tilt it, you can actually see the bottom of the, there you go. If you look in between these two wheels, you can see the bottom of the firebox, and it's a different colour, it's brown, which is obviously, you can't, there you go, you can see it. You'll see that while it's running round. You've got the coupling rods. Obviously the pannier tanks, there was one version where it had the outside linkage, but the all the motion and stuff for the pannier tank is all inside, so you get the nice clean look on the side. You've just got the con rods and the wheels. If you look in between, here, you'll see the inside motion. If I can see the red, that's the inside motion. And that actually works, believe it or not, when it's running. I'll flip the loco over later and I'll show it you all. You can actually see it, and it moves as it runs, which is superb. You've got the little toolbox on the side, and I don't know if you can make it out, but you can even see the little lock to lock it closed. Just there. There you go. You've got all the, you can see the rivets along the side plate. You've got all the piping. You've got everything. You've got the feed coming up the pipe there, up the side. Oops, up the side of the tank. You've got the step on the side. You've got the handrail, the step down the bottom. You've got everything, just like the real thing would. While we're on the side, the emblem on the camera, it looks great. In real life, I'm not so sure about it. I think it's obviously it's got to be there. It's nice that it's there because that's a livery, but I might have to apply my own at a later date. I don't know. It just doesn't look crisp. You can read it and it looks fine. It's just, I don't know. It just looks a bit dark and just doesn't look right to me. So I'm gonna I'll swap that out later. While we're still on the side, we'll come down to the cab area. Obviously you can see all the side riveting on the side of the cab. You've got the handrails, you've got the little door which, as you can see, opens. There you go, it's open. Now I need to close it. So, got to be careful. There you go, closed. So they open and close. You've got the handrail on the coal bunker. You've got the steps underneath with all the rivets on the steps. You've got the little, because it's a power rated, Great Western, it was a C power rating. That's a lovely crisp, you can read that, there's no problem with that. If you take, you can, on the O gauge, you can actually take the cab roof off. There we go. So that's just nothing special. It's got the rivets around the side, but nothing special about that. So now we have a convertible pannier. So if we come round the back, there you go. You can see all the hooks. There's 4 across there, and for the lamp irons, you've got there. You can see all the rivets as you can all the way around the model. You've got, they're all separately applied. You've got the handrails. You've got the coal load, which you can't see because the camera's on a tripod, but I'll lift it up for you. Yeah, if we come all the way round, you can see you've got the grates on the rear of the windows. You've got the buffer beam detail. You've got the 3-link coupling that's standard in O gauge. You've got swung buffers. You've got the little step on the buffer. You know, the detail is, it's phenomenal. So I think what I need to do now is lift the camera and try and show you the cab. So give me one moment. Okay, so the cab roof's off, and as you can see, that cab detail is just wow. You can even, oh, I don't know if it's, no, it's not going to focus, but you can make out the gauges. There you go. You can make out the gauges, you can make out absolutely everything in that cab. The brass piping, if I come round, you can see the reverser. and I don't know how well I can. I'm trying to hold my phone for the light as well. If you look from the aerial shot, you can actually see the coal spilling out from the bunker onto the floor. If you see where the firemen had shoveled it, they've gone that extra mile with all the detail. If I can, I'll try and get. You can see the water gauges. You can even see the firebox. Oh, this isn't the easiest to try and film, but you can see it. And if I come round to the side, you can see it as it runs past. Obviously, it's all there. With the cab roof on, you can still see it. It's just I've still got it off just for trying to light it up. The coal load, it looks really real. Looks brilliant. It's one of the best coal loads I've seen actually out of the factory for a model. I wish Dapol O Gauge was this good. It's got the shine to the real coal. Obviously, I know coal's dirty, but it looks really good. If we come along to the top, and you can see all the detail on the top. There you go. You can obviously, it's a shame they don't lift up, because you could fill this with water and you'd never know, because it's just that realistic. So there we go, and then this is the other side. You can see there's the motion inside. I've still got to show you that. The toolbox with the little lock on it. You can see the bottom of the firebox. It's just Dapol they've gone to town on this. And for a model that only costs £200, you know, it's showing some other players up. It really is. I know £200 is a lot of money for a loco. It really is. But in O gauge, you can pay a lot more and get a lot worse. So I think for £200 compared to a Dapol O, you know, you could pay half that and you wouldn't get half of this in Dapol O. You know, it's absolutely phenomenal. I was going to try and show you the motions, so I don't want to do this. I don't want to lay it on its side. Ooh, it's painful. There we go. Obviously I don't recommend doing this, but for the sake of showing you guys I will. And obviously, like I said, as it runs, all that spins, and I don't know how well you can see it while it's running, but it's nice that Dapol have put that in. It really is. And another thing that they've put as well, which I forgot to mention, is it's got a LED in the firebox, and it flickers as it runs. Put the cab roof back on. There you go. It flickers as you run along. So as you can see in the cab. Sorry about that. The camera battery just died. Yeah, you've got the flickering firebox, and obviously because it's steamy, you don't get any other lights. It's DCC ready, this model, and you can obviously get sound for it as well. They're coming out at a later date, a couple of weeks usually for the DCC. After the DC release, and then you get the sound variant a little bit after that. But absolutely, hats off to Dapol for this model. I can't wait to get outside and get it running with the auto train. It's got to be one of the best models Dapol have done. I was really impressed by the 08, but I am just absolutely stunned by this. So I'll keep you posted. As soon as the weather gets a bit better, I'll take this out round the garden for a spin, get it running, and then I'll get it running with the auto coach. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Goodbye.